Listen, we in here. We in here. We ready. We ready. We ready. Let's go. Welcome to another episode of One Brilliant Brave. Listen, today's a good day, and tonight's a good night. For those that are in the East Coast, tonight's a good night. For those that are on the Pacific Coast, it's still light outside, even though it's 7 o'clock. Today's a good day. Let's go. I'm your host, Domo. I got to do the formal introduction. You already know how it is. I'm your host, Domo Jones. Welcome to another episode of One Brilliant Brave. I am so glad and grateful that you guys are here. I am an author. I am a disability confidence coach. I am a small business owner. And I have this show. But we're not talking about me right now. We're not talking about me. If you want to know about me, go to my website. Okay? We're talking about this guest that's going to come up because she is dope. We was talking backstage. Yeah, y'all not ready. Y'all not ready, but y'all got to be. Okay. Y'all got to be. Let's get into the house rules. You already know. No profanity on this show. That's not how we get down because there's so many words in the dictionary that we could use. I mean, a plethora. That's one. There's a plethora of doggone words that we could use. We're going to use them. We're going to broaden our vocabulary around here. 2, we do no bashing of politics, race, religion, or gender. Nah. We kinfolk. We fam. Uncle, auntie, cuzzo, I see you. I don't do none of that around here. Because from one blood, he made all the nations. 3, we do talk about Jesus Christ on this show. He is the main thing, and we're going to keep him that way. Yep. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Without him, we, and that is me and you, we are nothing. So he will always be head of our show. This show, he gonna be the head, and that's on point. Sheesh, I see you. I think that's how you say your name. Hey, girl. Also, this show is about what? Don't even get it together. The show is about the disability community, and it is to bring awareness, conversation, and just a little bit of information about things that we deal with, the life that we live, but also how we break the stigma beyond our condition. I mean, it's real simple because I just want to let y'all know the disabled community, we dope. That's all. Like we're kind of like too legit to quit. And the last thing, are y'all ready? Put your good ears on. Put the good ears on. Cherish, okay? Put the goodness on, okay? This show is the very first talk show, not a podcast. This is the very first talk show that has a hostess with a disability, that has guests with disabilities, medical conditions, or essential caregivers. Lady O, Mother Oprah, I am coming to see you. You already know. Keep the door unlocked and have the fruit snacks and Arizona green tea ready. That's it. That's it. Mother O, Kylie, what up? Mother O, just bring. All I want is the fruit snacks and the Arizona green tea because Lady O, like I'm coming and we got so much to talk about. Like that's it. We just have a lot to talk about. And I'm probably gonna have my headscarf on because I don't like getting my hair messed up. And I'm probably gonna have like some slippers or something. And you can have some too. That's it. That's it. Okay, so let's get into the Life of Domo. Okay, so Life of Domo, as I can tell, well, you probably can't tell, I'm in a wheelchair for this week because y'all know I'm in a season of feet issues. Well, it's not even feet, it's foot. I'm in a season of foot issues, and I fell and I bruised my foot, and then I didn't let it heal all the way, so I decided to walk on it and drive. Pray my strength in the Lord. And then I re-injured it, and I saw a bone, so I became a doctor, and I popped my bone back in socket. So my doctor was like, "Girl, if you don't sit down, leave it alone. At this point, just let it be. Could it heal, please? Thank you. I just appreciate it." So as I was at the doctor, and I go to the doctor often. I've been to the doctor. I pretty much live at Kaiser, but when I go to the doctor, I was just thinking, okay, so in pediatrics, right, when the patient leaves, they always give them like a sticker, a doggone lollipop, one of them. Thank you for your time. You did great at your doctor's appointment. We love you. Great job. All that, right? Okay, so why, when you go to the family doctor side and you go to the regular side with all your specialty doctors, why don't they give you nothing? Because it's hard work. It's hard work coming in here. So I think, and this is my opinion, I feel as though all those little canisters with the oversized popsicle sticks and the doggone what's the guy in there? The little cotton balls, all that. I feel like we should take some of those home. I mean, I'm just saying, why not? Y'all don't use them. I'm in podiatry. What you need an enlarged popsicle stick for? Decoration? Well, what if I need it for decoration? What if I'm trying to be a doggone arts and craft? What if I need it for my kids? I ain't got nothing yet, but what if I need it for my kids? For their art class? For their school project? I don't get it. Why can't we take some home? And then, when they have them things on the wall, so the ear thing, the ear light. So personally, when I'm at the doctor, I'm just gonna say what I do when I'm at the doctor. Um, I use it as a microphone, and I've gotten caught a plethora of times having a full blown concert when my doctor comes in and sees me. You taking too long. If my doctor's appointment is at 2:15, why are you coming at 2:35? But you want us to be there 15 minutes early. No, we're not doing that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take advantage of all these little the skeleton thing. I'm gonna take advantage of them little thing that you put. I'm gonna take advantage of all this stuff. I'm taking advantage of it. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm taking advantage of it all, and I need some things to keep sake because of the hard time that it took for me to be at this doctor's office and the wait. So them enlarged popsicle sticks, I need some of those. I need some cotton balls in case I want to take my nail polish off. And all that. I need it all. And I may go into the drawer and get something. I don't know. But y'all don't need it. Y'all don't need it. I need some tissue. We already gotta sit on that doggone what's that thing? Parchment paper. Y'all got a whole bunch. I need some of that parchment paper. I got some cookies to bake. I'm just saying. That's all. We need, as adults, we need things to help us cope with our doctor's appointment. That's it. We need things to cope. Okay? And that's it, that's all. Okay, so as you guys know, that's my life for Domo. Don't judge. These are the things that I be thinking about. That's just how I get down. Zandra, hey girl, I love you. So as you guys know, this month is Migraine Awareness Month, and that's with the purple. That's the color of the ribbon. But also, this month is PTSD month, and today is actually National PTSD Day. So we bring awareness not only to the main, not only to, thank you, Grandma. I appreciate that. I love you. Not only to the main awarenesses like the breast cancer awareness, we bring awareness and shed light to all of them because everyone's dealing with something. So this month is Migraine Awareness Month and also PTSD Awareness Month. Boom. The more you know, okay? The more you know. Okay, so let's get into this guest. I'm gonna tell y'all now. Y'all already know. For those that been following me, you guys know that 90% of my guests I meet 15 minutes before the show, and this is one of them. I saw her on Facebook, and I saw the picture of the satchel and all of her glowing, and I was like, I need her on my show. We gotta talk. And I hit up the DMs, and I love it because she had no hesitation with saying yes. And that's the dope thing about it. Come on. And let me tell y'all, we was talking in the back. We was talking in the back. The the girl got knowledge, okay? She told us to quit. She like the sunshine on a cloudy day. Ashley, let's go. Come on. Hey, girl. Hey, girl.
So I was cracking up when you're talking about the doctor's office. It was so funny you mentioned stickers because the last time I went to urgent care, I had a UTI and I made them give me stickers before I would leave.
Thank you. Somebody understands.
Yes. Just because we are technically adults doesn't mean that we can't like still enjoy things.
Period.
We can still have fun. We can still be silly. Give me the stickers.
I just need something to let me know that this is starting to get well.
Yes, and those big tongue depressors, we could build birdhouses out of those.
Listen,
I'm saying arts and crafts.
Thank you. The kids need it. We don't need to go to my house. Let me just go to my doctor's appointment real quick. I got you.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm see. That's why we friends for life. That's
exactly.
why.
Exactly. Yeah. You stuck with me. You stuck with me forever.
Okay, so for the people in the back, please tell everyone where you're from and the name of your medical condition or conditions.
Okay, so I am from Summerville, South Carolina, right outside of Charleston, and I have fibromyalgia, I have seizures, I have crushed nerves in my spine, I have chronic pain, chronic fatigue syndrome, migraines as well. I'm sure I could probably rattle off some more, but the brain fog is heavy tonight, so I think that'll do.
Let me tell you, you don't even look like any of that you named is on you. Like, you look amazing.
Thank you so much. It's I always say that it starts with skincare, and I'm very adamant about taking really good care of your skin.
Yes.
But honestly, that's what I tell everybody. Like, just take care of your skin.
I love that. Okay, so can we get into first of all, Charlotte, hey girl. She said, hey Ashley. Hey mom.
Hi.
I know that's what queens do. Thank you, mom. That's what queens do. So can we get into the beginning of your medical condition? Can we start with let's start with the invisible ones.
Absolutely.
What up, Kendall?
I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia back in 2010, which, as most of you know, it's a chronic pain condition, widespread. It has been mostly kind of under control for since that time with flare-ups every so often. The flare-ups, however, are getting more frequent just because I'm using, a lot more muscles, pushing myself in the wheelchair, pulling myself to transfer, things like that. So the fatigue is real. The seizures started just a year ago, and they just kind of happened out of nowhere. Easter, my husband had to call 911 because I had 6 back to back. And so I spent Easter morning in the emergency room, and I don't even remember Easter. I know that my family was here, and it was my youngest grandbaby's first Easter, and he was here, but I don't remember seeing them. Yeah, and the chronic pain comes from obviously the fibromyalgia, and I also have crushed nerves in my spine, which happened in 2018.
Wow. Okay, so for those that don't know, that can Wes, I see you. Hey, what up, bro? Um, for those that don't know or can't see, she's in a wheelchair. And can we delve into how you started? Because you were able bodied before.
Yes,
And
yes,
then
for
you
37 years.
yeah. Okay, so
Um,
how did that begin?
okay. In 2008, I was a supervisor in a nursing home and I was passing meds. I had a patient fall on me, which caused a back injury. Had surgery, everything was going great. Fast forward 2018, I had a really bad fall down a flight of stairs.
Mm.
Thinking that it was just my previous injury, I didn't seek medical treatment. I thought, okay, I just need a few days to recuperate, rest. That was in August. By October, I could not walk unassisted. Finally, went to the doctor because I didn't have medical insurance. I had to wait until my husband's medical insurance from his new job kicked in. Finally, made it to the doctor in October. I'm sorry, November. Had an MRI, find out that the disc in my vertebrae came completely out and crushed the nerves that control my right leg and part of my bladder. So I was scheduled for emergency surgery in December. I went in thinking that I was going to have this surgery and go back, have physical therapy and everything was going to be fine. I was going to go back to walking, but the surgery failed. So I have been in a wheelchair now for 4 years.
Wow. So it all stemmed from someone falling on you.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then the lack of concern with the second fall.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. That's a lot because
Yeah.
you went from I mean, although you had your invisible disabilities, you were still mobile.
Yes, yes. I
So
was driving. I
yeah.
worked a full-time job as an optician. I have 5 children that I take care of, and a husband and a home that I took care of. And so I went from being completely independent to dependent on my family to take care of me for the first time in my life. I was dependent on someone else.
How was that transition? Because like you said, you were 37 when
Yeah,
everything shifted. That's a
yeah,
long span of life to live living one way, and then like a
right.
blink of an eye, you transition until needing full help. How was that?
I'm gonna be honest, that was the darkest period of my life. I went through the deepest depression that I had ever been through in all of my life. And I have struggled with anxiety and depression for most of my life, which I speak about often. But that first year and a half to 2 years was absolutely the darkest period of my life. I felt worthless, useless, and it wasn't just because of the disability. It's because, as I said, I based my worth on what I was doing for everybody else. And I think as women and as mothers, we often do that because we are seen as the nurturers and we take care of everybody. So I was used to taking care of everyone and being there for everybody else. And I was never really the person that would reach out and say, hey, I need help. I was very independent. So it was a very, very difficult transition.
That's it's so disheartening when I hear like it's not so much the kids that bother you, it's the staring of the adults. And
Yes.
that's
Yes.
one of the reasons why I like to bring awareness to specifically people that have disabilities, because we are normal people. Like we're
Right.
people like you. We just look differently or we do things differently. And if you have a question, we're not we're not ones to where you can't come up to us and ask. We'd rather you ask
Exactly.
than say,
Exactly. I would rather so much you say, oh, hey, I noticed you're in a wheelchair. Have you always been in a wheelchair? Talk to me like a person. And what really gets me is if I go out with my husband to dinner or something, they will speak to him for me instead of
right,
speaking to me directly.
right,
That really bothers me. And I am very quick to speak up and say, I can understand what you're saying. I can speak for myself.
yeah,
I'll have whatever, water, we're out to dinner or something. They'll ask him, oh, what would she like? You can just ask me,
I'm here.
I'm
Right.
fully capable of answering that question because he's going to tell you, I have no idea, ask her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So how was it like transitioning your family from you being able to physically take care of them and your husband to this reality of like, I'm sorry babe, I'm sorry kids, but you're going to have to see me in a wheelchair still doing things to my best ability. Was that
Right.
transition hard?
It was difficult for them. Luckily, my children are older. My youngest just turned 17 yesterday. So all of my children are older, and I've got grandbabies now. So my grandbabies don't know anything different. All they know is Grammy is in a wheelchair.
Right.
My youngest grandbaby, he actually stays with me while his mommy and daddy work. So I get to keep him 4 or 5 days a week, and I absolutely love it. But to go back to your question, I'm sorry.
No, it's
It
okay.
was it was a hard transition because they were so used to me just doing everything. So when it came to like household chores and things like that, it definitely took some adjustments on everybody's part because our laundry room was upstairs. And at the time when I first became disabled, we lived in a townhome and
Oh,
it was not accessible to me. All of the bathrooms, I had a half a bath downstairs, but all of my full baths were upstairs, as well as the bedrooms and the laundry room. So just the household dynamic had to switch a lot because our bedroom had to go into the dining room. And I had to take showers in the kitchen in an inflatable pool. So the family dynamic definitely, you know, it was a lot of adjustment, from, you can't come downstairs at a certain time because mom's taking a shower in the kitchen, or, it's 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, mom's asleep in the dining room,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so they had to kind of adjust their habits as well.
Man, yeah, that's deep because the
Yeah.
transition is so like dynamic opposed to like others that's kind of like gradual. It's
Right.
like little things, here and there, but your story is like amazing though. It's amazing how you still lived life with having a husband and having kids, and then also now you have grandkids. Now, here's
Yes.
the question: do your grandkids play with your walker? I mean, with your wheelchair?
The older two, absolutely, because they are 7 and 4. So they always, when they come over, they're always in a rush to see who can get to Grammy's wheelchair first, because I'm usually sitting in a recliner.
Yeah,
But yeah, they're always like getting into my wheelchair and pushing each other. And my little grandson, Leighton, he likes to push me around, and I have to put my brakes on. I'm like, okay, that's enough because I just know he's going to ram me into a wall because he is a wild man. But the two little ones, they are only, the youngest is almost 8 months old. And then the other little one, she is almost 10 months old. So they're not quite big enough to play with the wheelchair yet. But I
that's
definitely, put them on my lap and we wheel around in the
spinning around.
wheelchair. Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that.
We go for Grammy rides and the older two, they like to sit on my lap while I do
The
wheelies or
willies,
do
yeah.
donuts in my wheelchair.
I love that. Do you have a name for your wheelchair?
I haven't. No, I
You
haven't
got
named her.
it.
But
You gotta get it.
I do say her, but I just haven't given her a name. This is a
Okay.
new one. I've
Oh,
only had it for maybe about a month. So
oh,
I'm still adjusting
you gotta break
to
it
this
in.
new wheelchair.
Uh-huh. You gotta break it.
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah.
Miss Jackie, I see you. I saw you commenting earlier. Love you. Okay, so as we all can see, you got the satchel, you have
Yeah.
the crown. Okay, so can we get into how you even became Miss Wheelchair, right?
Miss Wheelchair, South Carolina, USA.
Yes.
Yes.
How did you even get
A mouthful.
into that world?
So when I first became disabled, I, much like other people, was looking for a community that I could relate to. So I was following disabled creators on Instagram, Facebook, just looking for people that I could talk to and relate to and understood kind of what I was going through.
Right, right.
And I just came across their Instagram page. And so I followed them and interacted with them and met some of the contestants. And they actually reached out to me and asked me if I would be interested in competing in a pageant. And at that time, I was still in a very, very dark place. And mentally, I just was not able to do that. I also had to have a surgery that prevented me from even meeting the application deadline. So I put it off, and from August, and then I reached out to them in January to see when the next round of applications were going to be. I applied, and I won my state, and that was last year, and then I won again this year after competing. And that's kind of all it was. Yeah, I competed in the national pageant last year as well.
Come
I
on
placed
now.
in the top 5.
Let's
And
go.
then I'm going to be leaving next Friday to go compete in the national pageant again in Ohio.
National. Do y'all hear that?
Yeah,
National. I am talking to someone from the national. The
yeah.
national. We don't do
This
mediocre.
is not no city pageant. This is
This,
national.
this is national. We doing big things in a small world. Okay, I
Yes,
love that. That's what
yes. Our
I'm.
disabilities, they're not stopping us. I mean, look at us. We are two very successful, outspoken, amazing women with disabilities. And
With
our disabilities are absolutely the least interesting things about us.
you, see, you can have the show at this point. I love that. Those are the
I will take it over once you knock Oprah off her pedestal.
period.
Yes.
Okay, period. Period. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it from the national level. Y'all heard it from the national level.
Yes.
I love that. I love the fact that you're not using your okay, so as we're talking about backstage, a lot of times when we have disabilities, we feel like we have nothing left
Yeah.
because we've lived lives um without it, or we've lived lives with it limited. So we look past like, oh, we can do this, we can do that. But once it's in our face, we don't see anything beyond it, right? So I love the fact that you're using what you have and you're magnifying what you have. You have a disability. Okay, cool. How am I gonna use that? I'm gonna become a national Miss Wheelchair. What we
Yes.
talking?
Yes.
I
This
love
is
that.
this is not something that I ever would have imagined 10 years ago. I was very much riddled with anxiety and depression and CPTSD and just suicidal ideation. I mean, all of these
Yeah.
horrible things. And when I became disabled, I not only had to heal my body, but I also had to heal my mind. And I think that the disability put me in that position to say, okay, I have to do this. I have to do this, or I'm not going to be here for my family in
That,
any way, shape, or form.
that's so
So, this disability, yes, it's horrible at times. I mean, it's very painful. It's the things that I've gone through are tough, but I really feel that it has catapulted me into my purpose, into what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yes.
You know, so in a way, it's been a blessing in disguise,
Yeah.
I guess would be the best way to describe it.
I did. I
Because it's gotten me to
definitely.
the point where, you know, I've had to heal all of those traumas that I've had and all of those dark times that I've had. I've had to visit those things and heal those things. And I would not have been able to do that without being where I am.
Man, you said so many key things because I always say, um, my physical is down, but my mental is strong, right? I
Yeah,
say that all the time because sometimes God has to take stuff away from you to open up what you need to be working on. And we all
absolutely.
need to be working on our mental, especially the time that we're living in now. But here's the thing, if your mind is strong, what can you not do?
Yes, exactly.
Literally,
Exactly.
there is nothing, there are no limits if your mind is that strong, and that's where faith comes in.
Yes, very
Faith is
much
the
so.
things
Very
hoped for,
much.
evidence of things not seen. I can't see I can't see anything past what's your physical disability. And
Right.
a lot of people can't see it. But you're national. They can't see that, but you
That's
did.
right. That's right. And it's going to be nationally televised. So your viewers out there, if they're interested in watching this pageant and watching me compete in this pageant, go to my Facebook page, Miss Wheelchair South Carolina, USA. All of the information is right there. You can watch this national pageant with all of these amazing women with disabilities. And there
I
are some amazing women that I am competing against. I mean, all of these women, their platforms are so strong. You know, there's housing and of course mental health, which is what my platform is.
yeah.
There's travel, you know, so many things that we are affected by as people with disabilities, that we are all speaking out about these things and making awareness of all of these things that impact our lives on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, very true. So if there is one thing that you could tell yourself 37 years ago that you know now, what's that one thing that you can tell yourself that you didn't know back then when you were able bodied compared to right now?
I would say that you are capable, you are worthy, and you are stronger than you will ever imagine.
I love it. Period. You're capable,
Yes,
you're worthy, and you're stronger than you can ever imagine. That's
yes,
it. That's it. The limits are off.
exactly,
The limits are off.
exactly.
And
The
I'm
only limit I have is the limits I put on myself. And
yeah,
that goes for all of us. The only limits we have are those that we give ourselves. We are so capable. We are capable of amazing things. We just
yeah.
have to do it.
And that's so true. I feel like the disabled community are the minority people that we already have a setback because
Yes.
we already have something going on. And we're the ones that literally push past the odds of what it looks like.
Yeah.
We have no choice.
Right.
We literally
Right.
have no choice because we already have a setback. We already up against the odds. So what you gonna
Yes.
do with it?
Exactly. Exactly. We have no choice but to keep moving on. You know, we don't have the privilege to just sit back and wait for things to happen. We have to use our voices, you know, to make things happen. We have to make things happen for ourselves.
Yes, that is so true. Because nobody else is going to do it for us, and we're going to get
Exactly.
the woe is me. The we're going to get all the I don't want to say naysayers, but the ones that, oh, she can't really do it because she has this going against her. She can't really,
Yeah.
or she can't. No, we about to prove all these people wrong. That's why the show is called 1 Billion Brave.
Yes. I like to say, you tell me I can't, watch me do it. I'm going to do it.
You tell me
You
I
can tell me I can't,
can't.
but I'm going to do it out of spite.
Yes.
because I am that petty. I will do it out of spite.
That's so. Didi, I see you. I love you. I'm gonna do it just because you say I can't.
Exactly. Yes. And my daughter-in-law has been on here commenting. She knows I will do it out of spite, and she will drive me there.
I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it. I'm gonna tell you, I get all the time because I have a walker, because I have like leg braces, and people think
Yeah.
that I can't drive. And so when they see with the keys in my hand, they're like, "Oh, who's picking you up? Who's picking me up? What you mean?
Yeah.
You don't think I could drive? All right, bet. What matter of fact, look out the window and see somebody pass you."
I think that's the thing that I miss the most is driving because my right leg is affected and the hand controls are just so expensive. And I have trouble out of my left leg sometimes too, just because of the pain. So I gave up driving, but I have to say I have an incredible family that always takes me anywhere I need to go or want to go.
I love it.
As I mentioned, my daughter-in-law, she is literally my best friend, and we go. I'll call her up and say, "Okay, Grammy needs to go out. She's right here."
Is it Charlotte? Is she
No,
Charlotte?
Charlotte. Charlotte is one of my bonus kids. I love
Her
her
name is
so
Charlotte?
much. Yes,
Her
Kylie is my daughter-in-law.
Okay, Kylie. Okay.
Yeah,
Kylie, girl, I see you. Charlotte, you the homie. You the homie. Okay.
yeah. I have a ton of bonus kids. My kids' friends, they call me Mama, just the same as my kids do. And Charlotte is one of my bonus daughters.
I love it. I love that they support you. I love it.
Yes.
Let me tell you guys this. Please do not let your disability stop you from living life. There is so much life to live. And
Yeah.
I don't like the ones that do have a disability. And I can say this and actually can say this because we have disabilities. I don't
Mm-hmm.
like the ones that have disabilities that have like the woe is me and don't want to push. Push
Yeah.
past what you feel like. And I know we have our days, because I do. I have my days where I can't even get out of bed. But
Yes.
if you
Yes.
find one reason to live, magnify that joint.
Yes.
Magnify that joint. Because that moment becomes days. That days becomes weeks. Those weeks becomes months. And you look back like, dang, I did all that.
Yes. Yes. I am doing more now with my disability than I ever thought was possible. And I am living my life on purpose. I
Yes.
am enjoying my life. I
Yes.
really am. I am doing everything that I want to do. I have a whole new outlook. Like,
Yes.
this is my life. I'm here to enjoy it. You
It,
know,
it shows the gratefulness. When you have
makes
a
it,
disability,
yes.
you're
I am
grateful
grateful for this life.
for the
Yes.
little things.
Yes.
It's the little things. Like I'm grateful when I'm able to literally lift my head out the bed, because there were days where I couldn't.
Yeah. I definitely relate to that. I definitely relate to that.
I'm I'm
There are
grateful.
days that I used to just lay
Yeah.
and cry in bed all the time, just um, from pain. When my injury first happened, the pain was so horrible because I hadn't learned how to manage it yet.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hadn't learned um, how to use my body in a way that wouldn't cause a flare up. But now that I've gotten some time with this body, this new functioning body, I know, okay, I need to slow down, or okay, I need to relax today, or okay, I'm only going to do, XYZ, or maybe I'm not going to do anything,
Rest is
and
essential.
I used to feel guilty about that, but I don't
Yeah.
anymore. I don't.
Ashley, you're preaching right now. Ashley, you are preaching.
Yes,
Please let the people know it is okay to say no and to rest. Our
yes,
bodies need it.
yes. It is so important.
So
with
important.
chronic pain and disabilities to set those boundaries. So, your friend comes to you, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? I'm sorry, I can't. My body just won't allow me. But we also need to remember that no is a complete sentence.
Yes.
We don't owe anybody an explanation. No
Yeah.
is a complete sentence.
Yep.
If you can't, you can't, you
And
know.
you don't need to explain it because they won't get it.
Exactly.
They won't
Exactly.
understand. And at the end of the day, what we're thinking about, and I believe I said this last week, but it's so important for us to understand what we're thinking about is how we're going to feel in an hour, in 2 hours, tomorrow, while
Right.
you're waking up and doing life. We have struggles. We
Yes.
get hit hard.
Yes. Absolutely. There's days that just taking a shower is just too exhausting. You know, just can't do it. Sorry. Throw my hair back in a ponytail
Yeah.
and call it a day. You
Yeah.
know,
That's so true.
we'll try again tomorrow.
Yes, it's so we
Yeah.
have days to where our body just doesn't. It's like on. It's not even off switch. It unplugs.
Yes. Yes.
Ain't no off
I
switch.
know for me, if I overdo it, my body will just stop. My arms, I won't be able to use my hands. My arms will get all floppy. I have trouble transferring out of my chair. And if
Yeah.
I get to that point, then I'm just absolutely miserable.
Yes.
So
I'll be down for
I
3 days.
used to push myself, but now I'm just like, nope, can't do it.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Exactly. Because I'm the one that's suffering.
Yeah.
Nobody else is suffering.
Thank you.
It's me. It's like I'm punishing myself.
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
Just to say that you went, or just to say
Yeah,
you hanging out. No, it's not worth it.
yeah,
They could wait, and if they don't understand,
right.
then they don't need to be in your circle anyway.
Exactly.
That's point blank.
Exactly. And I like this saying. I've heard people say my circle is a lowercase o, because you have those people that are really there and rooting for you. And then you have those people that are there, but they're there for their own personal reasons,
Yeah.
not for support.
Yes, and please don't show empathy because we don't need it.
Yeah.
We trust me, we good. Like those that are confident in their disability, we don't need people around to feel like we're worthy.
Right. Right. I am just as worthy in my house sitting on my recliner as I am up on that national stage. My worth doesn't change based on my abilities or where I am
Yeah.
or my weight. My
Yeah.
worth does not change based on anything. I'm worthy because I exist. And
I'm
so are
worth.
you.
I'm
We are
worth.
all worthy because we exist. That's
Yes.
all it takes. That's all it takes.
I see. That's why you're in the national level. No, I love it. Actually, you're
You
so
know,
dope. Like
And it's like I told you, I don't like scripted stuff. I just like to talk from the heart. I mean, if it's not really truly from my heart, I'm not going to say it because
there.
that's not who I am. I am a genuine person. What you see is what you get.
Yeah, that's it.
And, I just, I think it's better that way if you just connect with people and
Yeah,
have conversations with people and, get to know people on a personal level.
yeah.
That's what I like.
I definitely agree. You can get more out when you're yourself. You can get more out of people. You can get more conversation. You can get
Yeah.
to know people genuinely when you're just
Yeah.
yourself. Not scripted. We don't do scripted.
Right.
Just be you. However it come out, it come out. If you flop, you flop. If you stutter, you stutter.
Yeah.
If you goofy, you goofy. Just be you.
Yeah. And you've probably noticed I look off to the side a lot, and that's just because I have trouble with eye contact. So
It's
that's
okay.
why I'm like trying to look at all over the place.
It's listen. It is okay. I'm gonna accept you as you are, and I love
I
you by
appreciate that.
however it comes out. However it comes out, I love it.
I
Yo,
appreciate that.
thank you so much for being a guest on the show. I love you to life. Like your story is amazing. You're even more amazing, and you just shining with your yellow.
Thank you. I actually wore this. It's my daughter-in-law's favorite color, and I thought she would like it.
It's cute. I love it. Please tell everyone where they can find you, how they can keep in touch with you, all that jazz.
Okay, so on Facebook, you can find me, Miss Wheelchair South Carolina, USA. On Instagram, I am Ashley in Will Life.
Ashley in Wood. Y'all go follow her, and all her information, all her tags are going to be on the Facebook page and IG page. Boom. Y'all gotta follow. Keep up with her.
Awesome.
National. She on national level. Homeland in the period. Ashley, I just got one question. Are you ready for the before you go question?
Yes, let's do it.
Are you ready for it? Okay,
I hope so.
Gay. Gay, what's the before you go question? Because I don't be knowing off the top of my head no more. No. Okay, so the before you go question is: would you rather go to an intimate birthday party for someone you don't know, or organize a huge party for a friend?
Huge party.
Huge party for a friend?
Huge party. I'm all about the more the merrier.
So big.
We have things that I organize here at our house. We call it family dinner, and all of my kids come over, the grandkids come over, my best friend and her kids come over. So we're all the time inviting people over. So absolutely huge party. Yes.
Period. Huge party. Like that's it. That's all. Miss Jackie, thank you. Wes, thank you so much. I love y'all. Ashley, man, listen, you all right with me, okay? You all right with
I
me.
said you're stuck with me.
Period. Y'all heard it.
Yes.
Y'all heard it. So if I go to the national events, don't say nothing because y'all know she said I'm stuck.
That's right. And I will be there cheering you on.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because once you're in the Miss Wheelchair USA family, you're in. You're in it for life.
That's
so,
it. That's it. I love it. We're gonna put you in. Gabe's gonna put you in the back. We're gonna end the show. Thank you again.
Okay.
So love you.
I love you. Thank you so much for having me on.
You're so welcome. So welcome. Yeah. See, I told y'all. I told y'all this episode is gonna be amazing. Super dope. Ash was amazing. Like, man, I'm grateful that she was so transparent in sharing her story, and she said so much light on having a disability and what that looks like, but also how you can still push past and use your limitation to your best ability. Like, boom. Okay, so are y'all ready? A few things we gotta get off our chest. A few little announcements. We got a little church announcements before we head out. Real quick, are y'all ready for the sponsors? Let's get into it. The sponsors. Let the Ashley Inn and Co. Okay. Thank you, Gabe. Thank you, Gabe. The Ashley Inn and Co. For the women that are everyday women that don't realize dress up too much, but still want to be cute. Boom. Hit up the Ashley Inn and Co. on IG at the Ashley Inn and Co. and Facebook on the Everyday Woman 2 Live Crew. Next up, we got the Harris Transportation LLC for those people that need we're gonna say freight products, things moved, not like little shoes, no, like the major stuff need moved or shipped very quickly and timely. Please hit up 951 area code 472-3376 or email Chris Harris 763 at yahoo.com. Last but not least, are y'all ready for Are You Raw and Raw Regimen, the natural way to do things? It's this natural healing. That's what we're about. We're about the naturalness. If you want natural healing and wellness, visit www.therawregimen.com and iuraw.com. Period. And let me tell y'all, these are all Black-owned small businesses. Support them. Like, it's real simple. Support them. Point again, a period. So we gotta get to the word value. The word value for today is, okay, what's the word value for today? Don't define what you've experienced by what they just see. Come on. Y'all can't tell me Ashley didn't define that. Put me in a period. That's it. That's all. Again, thank you guys so much for being on the show. Thank you guys for commenting. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for even watching. I just appreciate it. I don't take it lightly and I don't take it for granted. I'm gonna say it every week because that's how grateful I am. Next week, oh wait, actually, yeah. So I am gonna take a vacation in the month of July because I got to spend time with my family. Nevertheless, we are still going to be playing episodes from the show because we're not stopping. We're not stopping. So next week there will be some. We're gonna do like a replay, probably from the older episodes, because I need y'all to catch up, catch up one time for one time. 7 p.m. We still keeping the time. Yeah, we still keeping the time. I love everyone so much. Until next time, we out. Also, follow. Make sure you guys follow my IG, 1 Billion Brave, and on Facebook, 1 Billion Brave to keep up with a sister. You feel me? Keep up with a sister. We out, Gabe. You already know what to do. Take me out of here. Love y'all.